And hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Talking Stocks. This is Dr. J and Professor Spike coming to you live from Long Island, New York, where the weather's quite nice. It started out really, really cold, but it warmed up a little bit. And we got the fall foliage here. It looks quite nice.
It
I'm
does.
happy. So, what about Wall Street? Wall Street is down today a little bit
Yeah. Well,
for a change.
depends on what it depends on what you're looking at. But
So
yes,
I
certainly
want to
my
say,
my portfolio's got a quite a tinge of red to it.
oh yeah, I've not been doing well the last month or so, along with the
Yeah.
bio.
Oh well, say like here.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to turn the next page when disaster strikes. It's just disaster striking here and there and everywhere lately. Arenia Pharmaceuticals was my latest casualty of war, I believe.
Right. Yeah. A couple of people have been hurt by Arenia. Well, when did you get in? You got in. You got in the 20s, right?
Uh, Lower.
Oh, you got it. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, but
at least you're close to even. Some people got slaughtered.
well, it's still slaughtered, from
Yeah, I got
you got
out. I got
you
out
got
at 17, so I can't even, not that I'm complaining, but I didn't even
yeah.
take any of that ride.
All right, not that it matters where you get
No, I
in.
know, but I mean, the question I have, I was looking at the chart, and it might be worth looking at whether or not we're going to have another repeat blip, because there's sort of been over the year, there's been a consistent pattern that we might want to look at. So, what happened there?
Uh,
Yeah.
when somebody actually calls my phone, I just got to say delete.
Oh, I
Refuse
see.
to call. My computer's on the blitz, so I had to come in through the telephone today.
All right. Oh, it's
Uh,
actually pretty high def.
so you'll do the
For good,
chart.
for good or for bad.
We'll have a real expert do the charting today.
The real expert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till you see me try drawing lines. We just have to describe stuff.
Remember, 2 points determine a line, but in stock charting, it's three.
Yeah, you need at least three.
You need at
Exactly.
least three, yeah. A
All right.
trend
Well,
line.
I'll run my mouse across it. And I'll say, you see this thing?
Yeah. So, yeah. So Arenia took it on the chin, but I think MA is right that come mid 2022 they'll be taken out for a lot more than the $36 that would have happened now.
Uh-huh.
So I think this is just a little minor setback. Hopefully.
Yeah, Dan A's calling it a pump and dump.
Uh, they didn't make up the story that they were approached. I think I don't think they made up the story that BMY approached them about a buyout. So pump and dump. They didn't have to say that they were approached. So to
Right.
that extent, you can call it a pump and dump.
Well, I mean, people have been thinking that that's been a buyout possibility for the longest time, and they
Yeah,
didn't. And they were just being sort of demure about it.
maybe. I still say it's a buyout likelihood over the
Uh-huh.
next year,
I
2020.
might go back in. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if when we look at the chart, we can see where there's a get-in opportunity for a good bargain.
athx is another one that got,
Ugh. Ugh.
it went down as low as 93 cents. I said that
Yeah.
earlier that 90 cents was very possible. Looks like the 90 cents may really be the bottom as it's trading back above a buck again.
It's a buck five right now.
Yeah, so that's good news. I think it's stabilized. Better days ahead for ATHX.
One would hope. And Jiggy's gonna write data any day now just to mess up with us.
And Jiggy said take it out behind the barn and shoot it.
Yeah, well, he's been saying that for a while, just like my
Yeah,
codex.
yeah. 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 Oh, Jiggly likes to use the barn and barnyard comparisons in a lot of his statements. His first statement today: "Happy Thanksgiving to Dr. J. Spike and all of the barnyard gang."
Yeah, that's true. We're the barnyard, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving from Zeisman and Shalom from MA.
Yep.
And MA says it's Jiggly's been given the thumbs down.
Yeah. Well, nobody's gonna own to it, which is just as well.
The
We can't let those bother us.
strange thing about the thumbs down person is that it becomes eliminated with over time, like a day later, it's gone. So whoever's been doing the thumbs down is just doing it for some joke. It's fine.
Not likely a Black Friday show, Jig. We're not sure yet, but I think one of the reasons we're doing Wednesday was, because we might not do Friday.
Well, there's a lot of Black Friday specials on Wednesday, right?
There's been Black Friday specials since the end of Halloween.
Yeah, so I mean, there's any number of beaten down stocks like CRISPR and Beam and Editas and
Oh boy, yes.
Italia, all the gene editing.
Italia too, yeah. The bargains just keep on showing up.
The Alzheimer's stocks, Novis and Sava, all bargains.
Yes, they're all at rock bottom prices.
Yeah.
So
I tightened the reins yesterday. I went from about 80 names to 32 names in my portfolio.
you did.
I did.
So that means that you actually explicitly. That means see, this is something you do that I don't do. You actually bailed on some of your losers.
Yes.
Like which ones? Oop, we lost your sound.
Mostly my losers, but I look. It's heading towards the end of the year. I needed to take some losses anyway, so I figured why not do it now?
So what'd you give up on that's notable?
Probably Albo and VBIV.
You gave up on Alvo and you gave up on VBIV. Interesting.
For now. 30 days later is another story.
Understood. Yeah, no, I mean these were two of the Arjun specials, and they.
Well, we can't. In all fairness, we can't blame Arjun.
Oh no, certainly not. I'm just saying that that's the commonality there, and
Right.
So in my head when I list those, there were plenty of my specials that are pretty dead also.
Yeah.
All of my printing stock really went to crap.
Arjun recently gave us everybody a really good one with aemd.
Right.
So
yeah, I'm sorry I missed that one.
Yeah. So I listed 11 stocks, beginning with AABB.
Yeah, I see your list here.
Then I went to, I think of the 11, 6 of them begin with an A. It seems like half the biotech stocks begin with an A.
They want to be first on the list.
First.
So now, doesn't VBIF have something coming out next week?
They have PDUFA.
And so you're bailing before PDUFA because you think it's going to make it even worse.
Well, the history of recent PDUFAs has been cut in half if there's a CRL, and only cut by 25% if it passes.
Right. Yeah. So you're right. So maybe this is the week to think about it. Do you feel the same way about ctic? I know you're going to be showing it later, but
well, I didn't bail yet on ctic, but I may.
I'm not sure. Idea. Marco said that BCRX had good news. I didn't really hear any of that.
BCRX popped back to over 12. At least it's in respectability. So, some respectability.
Yeah.
I did not bail from BCRX.
Right. Well, I've been averaging up, and so
I bailed
average is well above that.
From names that I never even mentioned on the show. So
In terms of some of the other stuff you gave up on? Because I'm
Uh,
wondering, do I give up on my LiDAR stuff? Because I took a big hit on like VLDR and that other one.
well, I
Is it worth
sold
hanging around?
LIDR, but I had a gain on it, but I still sold it.
Right.
And I don't have any other LIDAR plays. So, it's up to you, of course, if you need it.
Well, like you were saying before, I could always bail it for the taxes, and nothing's going to happen in a month
Yeah, yeah,
if I want to get back in.
more than likely. I mean, I think the EV market as a whole is cooling a little bit now.
Yeah. Right, because even Ford and GM are moderating.
I notice in the charts a lot of danger points for the S&P, the IWM, and the Qs. So we're at a dangerous junction here. There's key turning points, key support levels that we're approaching in all three of them. If we go below them, we could have a nasty correction before the end of the year.
Hmm.
I'm not saying we will, but I'm just watching very carefully.
Well, the IWM is still above that straight line that we've been seeing the whole year. But
Well, it slipped back below the resistance, which I thought would be better support.
yeah, we'll do that chart for sure.
The 235 area went right through that like butter going on the way down.
Hmm.
Not a good sign. I don't know if it's back above. It's not back above 235. Maybe it's 231 today, something like that. I haven't.
Well,
I haven't. I haven't had
whenever you're ready, I'll share my screen and we can look at some of these.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look. Why don't you share your screen and look at the trending tickets first?
Okay.
Go into finance.yahoo.com,
Yep.
go into markets and click on trending tickets. Let's see what's happening as a whole. And also what's the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ doing right now?
All right. So yeah. So actually, if I'm looking at athx, that was the last one I looked at. Tell me when you can see what I'm. Tell me when you can see what I'm sharing.
I don't see
Oh, I think
the.
you have to put it in.
I have to do it.
If you,
Um,
well, let me
maybe
see.
I
Let me
maybe
stop sharing.
maybe I have
I'll
to
try this
maybe
again.
I have to give you permission to do it. Do you think?
Yeah, let's see. I'll tell you in a sec.
I know.
Here we go. Right here. Here we go.
By the
Now,
way, I want to thank.
now
Did
you
you
should be.
catch the show on Friday? I want to thank Joe Pally for sitting in for you guys. He did a nice
Yeah,
job.
you
Very
did a great
bright,
job.
very bright, and I wish him a lot of
Okay, so
luck.
now what you have to do is you have to double click on my screen so that I go up.
I have to double click on your screen. Let's see, guest,
So we see the.
invite a guest, spike, add to stream. I think I did it. It's good now.
Yep, you have. You did. Okay. So let's get into IWM. We'll start with that one since we were talking about it.
231.63 is the current price. Is that right?
Okay, so yep. How do I make this smaller? I guess I can try to
No, it's
zoom out or
good.
something like that.
Looks you
I'm
can
looking all right. Oh yeah, I'm looking all right.
looks all right. You can magnify it a little bit. Let the
All
candles
right.
be more distinct. Blow it up a bit.
Okay, let's get
Hit,
a.
hit that plus sign.
Okay. Yep. How's that? Let's see.
It's fine. I mean, it looks like we're getting at support. We're near support. What is that, the 50?
Well, you're right. I mean, it's. I mean, let me just find out what time period I have. This is not a very long time period. Let me. Okay, so this is that's a very long time period. Okay, this is the whole year that we were talking about when it was in the doldrums, right? Or nothing was happening, and then we had this idea that it was going to come up around
And it
here
did.
and sort of melt up.
And it did.
It did,
But
and then it's sort of melting back down again.
We're down over 10% from the peak.
Right.
We're down. I think the peak was 142, 242, and I think we're at 231
Yeah.
now. So we're just about 5%, right? 10% would be 24 points. We're about 5%. So I think.
Okay. So what do you think? So it's saying if we stay here above the 200, I think it's the 100. If we stay here above the 100, maybe we could have some sustaining. But if it actually comes down from here and breaks these lines, we might have some issues.
Yeah, that's the whole chart looks like it could give way to a correction back to the 220s, which would make for that 10% correction that I'm talking about. You can also see it on the Qs quite easily. If you want to take a quick switch over to the Qs.
I will. Okay. Oh, look at that!
You see that turning point, that red candle a couple of weeks ago.
Sorry.
Yeah, what's the low there?
Let me get a little bit deeper here. Okay, so looking at the chart here, let me bring it down so it's easy to see.
The red candle. You see the red candle from which, about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that one. What's the low?
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. What happens when I go on there? The indicators show. Okay.
If it breaks that low, it could easily fall. It could easily fall another 5 or 10%.
Yes. Okay. Right now, right. Well, this one's staying closer to the 9 than the IWM was.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is that key turning point. You see the low?
Oh, this one down here. I see this one.
Yeah.
Right.
What low? What is that low? Can you say?
I can. That's 367.
Okay, so if it goes
389. I'm sorry, 389.
3 what?
389.
So that's 9 points lower than where we are. Is that right? Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So if it drops below that, then I think we're first in for bigger correction. And that's one of the key levels that I'm watching here on the Qs. And the spiders have another key level, so they're all very close to these key levels of support.
Mm-hmm.
And if they start busting them, we could have quite a little weight drop down before the end of the year. So I'm being vigilant. I don't want to be hit with a big losses going into the end of the year.
I see that.
So I think I think it's conceivable that we hit a rough spell going into the end of the year.
Okay.
Typically not a bad month, but you never know.
All right. Do we want to hit another index before we start going to some of your stocks?
No, let's look at AABB and AT. Let's look at.
You want to go in alphabetical? Do you want to go in alphabetical order?
Why not? Let's do it in the order. The order that I voted.
You got it.
What's it doing today? Down?
Today it's at 18 cents, 18.8 cents. It's down, 0.3%, a third of a percent.
Yeah, I mean, it's been dropping.
Well, you had this move, right? And so it's been dropping here and moderating. But again, it's between the 9 and the 50 and the 200 are converging. I don't know if there's anything to say about that.
Well, you see that low on the big green candle. Are we below that now?
This one here,
Yeah.
or this one here.
No, the
This
one
one,
in
this one. We're right around the center of that candle.
no, I meant the one that you glossed over.
This one here,
No, to the right.
or the one. Oh, okay. This one.
Yeah.
Not too many green candles. I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, we're well
Yeah.
below that.
We're well below that. What was that low?
Yeah, that low, if I can go on it, was 18.5 cents. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So that's a little bit troublesome. Can you blow that up to the right part of the chart?
Sure. Sorry. There we go.
A little more. Good. Yeah, we're now looking at support at the red candle that you were at the bottom of that. You go to your left. You see the lowest low on yeah, there.
Yes, right here.
What is that?
Mm-hmm.
What
At
number?
16.48. 16.5 cents.
Yeah, so I think that's probably going to serve as a test. We're going to test that area, I think, which probably is a buying opportunity because if and if that website comes out with the crypto exchange, I think it gets a pop. Even though it's you could say it's baked in, I don't think so. It'll get a pop.
You think this has more legs than the other one that we were doing, NSave?
Yes.
Okay, because NSave has very similar behavior. We've been about a couple of days of some deterioration.
Uh-huh. I haven't looked at Unsave lately, but I think this is probably the better play.
Yeah, no, I think ICE is already out. I'm the only one still in.
Yeah. I did not sell this. I still own this one. And I might add to it if it pulls back another penny or two. But keeping a wary eye on whether or not it's going to take out the low of 1650.1650, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it does that, that could spell a lot of trouble. Probably the 50-day would be next.
Which is around 15 cents. I mean, the funny thing is, I know we're talking pennies, but that's relative to the price. That's a lot.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, because if you're buying 10,000 shares or something, it's meaningful.
It's got a lot of stuff going for it and a very aggressive management. I mean, if you buy this, you're betting on the CEO, basically betting on him, and he's an interesting character. So it's sort of a real company for a penny stock. Put it that way.
Oh.
I think it has potential to hit that 49 cents, 59 cents on one day. So, on news of the crypto exchange going live,
Gotcha.
even if the crypto exchange doesn't work,
Now,
just let it go live.
what is your opinion on Coinbase overall?
I think you should own a little Coinbase because they are number one crypto dealer. And I think
So
you should
none of this stuff is going to endanger Coinbase in your
and
opinion.
I think you should own a little Bitcoin through GBTC,
Right.
and maybe a little Ethereum.
Here, ETH.
I don't
Right.
think you go crazy. I think you treat Bitcoin and crypto like you treat gold, a little insurance.
Yeah, I get it. It's a young person's gold.
Yeah, and if you want to play gold, I don't play it, but if you want to play gold, I like the GDX much better than GLD.
The GLD. Okay,
Yeah, I like the miners better.
gotcha.
GDX is the way to go if you're a gold bug.
Yeah, no, I got. I still have a fair amount of GLD that
I
I'm
mean,
that
I never could
not even,
figure out
I'm not even
gold.
touching it. That's my long term stuff.
I have a lot of trouble figuring out gold. I mean, it's supposed to be a hedge against inflation, keep its value relative to the dollar. But when interest rates rise, as they should be over the next year or two, gold. Why do you want to hold gold? It doesn't pay anything.
Right. Gold doesn't give an interest rate.
Yeah, so I always have like I feel like I'm being pulled from two ends of the rope.
Well, certainly if it's more than 5% of your portfolio, then I
Gold
would
is
say
probably gold in some form is probably should be 5% of your portfolio, and throw in crypto for another 5.
that's actually even that. That's if you're pretty much done with the market. I mean, if you're still playing the market, you're still young and you still want to have risk. I wouldn't even go that high. Well,
Um,
actually, no. There's a lot of risk. There's a lot of risk in the Bitcoin, but I'm saying in terms of the gold, I would even with you put the two of them together and say, as a total, what kind of percentage would you want?
as a
Maybe
total, probably
as a total, maybe you're going to 10,
8 to
but maybe
10%.
8.
8 to
Yeah,
10%.
I agree. A little lower than 10,
Yeah,
I would think.
yeah.
But there's so many other opportunities. I would sooner buy art or NFTs
So
and keep all my money.
is this one a screaming buy? I don't know that I'd call it a screaming buy because it's in danger of taking out the key low here. But on the
It
other
hasn't shown
hand,
you nibble signs yet, so
on the
I
other
wouldn't
hand,
touch the shit.
you could easily get from these levels 4 or 5 to 1 on your money. So if you want to roll the dice, this is not a bad one, in
I'm
my
gonna
opinion.
let's
As always, our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting, and go on to the next one.
Yeah, I wanted I wanted to do AUPH only because we'd been talking about it, and what I was saying before, you see, you have these blips, and I think all of these are based on this takeout business. So now
Yeah,
this one goes up and then right back down again
yeah,
to those same levels, but it's starting to show you a nibble sign over here. So I would wonder,
yeah.
let me see if I
We
can
haven't.
zoom in a little.
If you draw the line under the old support, back that big red candle to all the way to the
This one
left.
here,
If you draw the straight line
yeah,
there,
this one,
that'll
right?
kind of show you where
18,
the support is.
1885.
Yeah, so we're still above that, right?
Yes, we're at 1981.
Okay.
So you think we got a shot to go a little bit lower? Like I said, it's showing you nibble signs.
Could go a little bit lower, but if it goes too much lower, you probably shouldn't own it.
Yeah.
That's the
All right.
problem.
Yeah. I mean, the question is, so you don't even see it filling this gap for a while yet.
I think this guy could go for down a lot more, but at the same time, there could be a takeout announcement tomorrow.
Right.
So
All right.
again,
Well,
it's
I think I'm gonna nibble on this guy.
like
Where it
all
is.
bio direct, high risk, high reward.
Actually, this thing did go as low as 1750 yesterday. So you're right.
Oh, it
See how
did.
low it went? Here, look.
Yeah.
Move that up a little. Yeah.
You can pull the whole
So
thing up if you
yeah,
grab your mouse.
that's a lot to say.
Grab your mouse and lift.
I tried doing that. I had to, yeah, no, I did that, but there you go.
Yeah. You could also draw the horizontal
So it
line.
actually did it. That's a pretty deep low right here. Certainly
Yeah.
lower than this. This one here is 1765. This one here is 1730. Wow.
Yeah. But it came quickly back, right?
Yes.
So sometimes it's okay. It dips just a little below, gets its feet, toes wet, and comes right back up.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
you know, it looks like a bargain right here. Raising money is never a bad thing to do when you have a inflated price due to whatever reason. So from the company perspective, it's not a bad move doing the capital raise.
Uh-huh.
And figuring the worth of the company, they probably figure is worth more than the $36 a share that BMY was willing to pay. That's how I view it.
Well, where would you have gotten that information?
I made it up.
Oh, okay. Because I hadn't seen anything that gave hardcore numbers.
But it seems like a reasonable guess.
Okay, fair enough. Again, like you said, your your opinions are your own.
Right. And I lie very well.
Do you want to do the two PDUFA moves, VBIV and ctic?
Uh, let's stick to the ones that are on the list. So I want to get through
All right,
them.
ctic is on your list, so
Okay.
I'll do that one next.
This has been very
Okay,
yucky. Give it a lift. Lift up.
I will. Let me see. Let me lift it here. Oh, you have a certain
We're
shape
trading
on.
at
There you go.
levels that we haven't seen for a long time, right? Lows that we haven't seen in a while.
Really? Yes, exactly.
Doesn't look too good.
Sort of a definite trend down in here.
Yeah.
It does not, although again they will sign right here, but maybe we should wait for after PDUFA.
I don't know. I should have probably just closed my position in this when I was yesterday, but we're down more today or what?
No, right now we're up a half a penny. Actually, 1/20th of a penny. Oh no,
So
a half a penny,
we're flat on the day.
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, whether you keep it through PDUFA or not, I don't know if it pays.
I look. My cost average is so much higher than this that I might as well just let it ride.
Well, you could say that, but if they get a CRL, then you'll be looking at $1 a share.
You got to remember, I don't go as deep as you on these things.
Yeah, but it's
So
still
I don't win.
percentage.
I don't win big. I don't lose
It
big.
doesn't matter if you have 100 shares. It shouldn't matter. Your decision shouldn't
Yes,
matter if you have 100 shares or 10,000 shares. Your thinking should be the same.
you're absolutely right, and this is exactly what my father says when I play poker.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't matter if you're playing penny poker or dollar poker. Your behavior should be the same.
Or just for fun. You should play the same way.
Right. Yeah, otherwise you get some very bad habits.
Yeah.
That's very
So
true.
you should really think about this as if you owned 100,000 shares. What would you be doing?
Seeing my psychologist. Because I probably would have bailed a lot earlier than this.
Yeah, well, then you should have anyway bailed a lot
Right,
earlier.
exactly. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
You're
but
absolutely right.
my feeling was that they would get through the PDUFA, but lately, even if they do get through PDUFA and get approved, it goes down anyway. So it's a
Right.
very
No,
tough
that's
game.
been our experience.
It's a very tough game. You got to play the PDUFA run, and this one is giving us a PDUFA anti-run, the
It really
anti-run.
is. It's giving us a PDUFA decay.
Yes. So
Well,
you want to sell it or not? Your call. I still haven't made the call in my own mind yet.
right. Now, and what is the day of the PDUFA? That's sometime next week.
Monday, I
I thought you
think.
guys said, yeah, I thought you guys said the 27th is not
The
Monday.
30th of
30th,
November.
okay. So that's,
So
yeah, it's a week from yesterday, next Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday. But you know,
Okay.
they could do a CRL earlier. They don't have to wait till Tuesday.
Always the ray of sunshine, Dr. J.
Right, but they could also approve earlier, which is unlikely.
Very unlikely. Not on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's unlikely that you hear anything until probably Tuesday after the close.
Right.
All right, let's go on to the
All
next
right.
one.
What do you want to see next? I'll tell you what's on your list here. You have Apple, Aqst, whatever that is, Amazon, aemd, athx.
Just go through. Let's go through them quickly.
All right, fine. Novavax, Walmart, and nwbo. Any favorites?
Just go through them.
All right, fine. Let's do your aemd because that's
It's up
always a bit of
today.
a story.
It's becoming one of my bigger holdings now. I keep adding.
Yeah, you've been you've been adding into it a fair amount.
Yeah, I mean, I threw the chart out a long time ago on this one. I'm just waiting for data, for news on data.
Right.
And this is not a PDUFA. This is only a phase 1, but it's in such a hot area, you know, to COVID play, curing really sick patients. There's
Right.
nothing will do that at this point.
This is a nice little pop today.
Yeah.
So now it's showing nibble signs, as we
It's
say.
all
With
this. It's all my reasons for being in this one is all the same as what I've been saying all along. The company is moving it forward now with its feasibility study with the hemopurifier for essentially phase 1 for very sick people with COVID. And they hired a CRO with it's a listed company, a real company, to run the study. So things are going to progress, and they have real hospitals in the loop now. So I expect certainly by the end of Q1 to hear something. And it's worth hanging on to and adding in my mind, because if that news is half good, not totally good, but half good, it'll fly.
Well, because we still have. I kept on saying that if you're willing to buy it back in here, you should be willing to buy it up in here.
I'm willing
Only
to
because
buy it.
this is a long-term thing anyway.
For now, I'm adding because I'm not at the number of shares I want to be at yet anyway. So I don't care that it goes down. I'm cost averaging.
Right. I know this might be a time to.
That's just what I'm doing. I'm not taking a short-term.
No. This might be the time to actually do that. To cost average a little.
I've been cost averaging every day almost. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like this one. Let me make it very clear. Not based on the chart.
Right. Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Like I said, but the chart does show a nibble song, nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably does.
I'll move on to Apple.
Apple has been an all-star performer. Now that it's an EV play,
Apple.
It's even sexier.
Well, yeah, right. They were talking about. Was Apple actually ever considering buying Tesla? Because people keep saying that. I never even heard that before.
People say all kinds of things.
All I've been hearing, for instance, was Churchill was saying, Apple.
Some people are predicting that Tesla will buy GM next year.
Yeah, some people named Jerry.
Yes. Other people as well. So yeah, there's all kinds of predictions, but Apple is is definitely pushing
Certainly on
forward.
a really nice upswing.
They're pushing forward with their level 5 car. So, you know, who they team up with, I don't know, but they're going to team up with somebody.
Right.
They're going to be
Well,
the
another reason to hang around in Lucid, because Lucid has been saying Apple for the longest time. I don't know how much we could believe that. Oops, I see.
It's very possible. It's worth owning Apple because it does nothing but go up. How's
Right.
that?
Well, it's good enough reason for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to own Apple, but put it the other way around.
You know, I've been just on some of the tech, you know, the tech plays that have multiple, so buying sort of the fangs all at once. And yeah, I've been up until the last couple of days, I've been very, very happy with that purchase.
Yeah. I mean, Apple and
Right.
Amazon have been anchoring my portfolio. So
Yeah. So yeah,
and
so
Apple,
I'm in. It's called TECL is the one I'm in for that.
Apple, you know, probably in a couple of years will double from its split price of 200 to then split again at 400.
There you go.
So
Another
why
thing I
not
should
own
have did when I
Apple?
was. Yeah,
And if furthermore, if there's a big market correction, you know it's going to come back. So it's correct. So what?
that's true. That's true.
Buying opportunity.
Right. All right. Now, what is AQST?
I don't know, but somebody's been asking me to chart it for a while.
Quest of Therapeutics. Interesting.
It's been a pretty good mover, as you could say. And it looks
Yeah,
like it's moving right back up to new highs again.
it certainly does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if you might want to wait for it to make a new high before going in. It did not make a new high today, did it? It looks close.
It did not.
Yeah, it's very close, right?
Right. See, the high today was 631, and there was another high. Let me see if I can drag it down. This high here was 631. Actually, well, this is a little higher. It goes away right away, so it's hard to see.
I did not have a chance.
638.
I did not have a chance.
7 cents. So this the high was 638.
I did not have a chance to research this, but it's if you own this one for a while, you're a happy man.
Indeed.
Yeah. So,
Indeed.
you know, I don't see any reason from the chart not to continue to hold it, even if it doesn't go through the old high. So it'll pull back a little and try again. It looks really strong.
Right.
If you want to be
Maybe
a trader, if you want to trade this one, looks like maybe you wait already for a new high and then go in. Look for it. Look for
I see what you're saying.
look for another 5% if you want to trade.
Yeah, what is that part of me that likes to get bargains? But I understand what you're saying. Buy high and sell higher.
Well, for basically not being too greedy. Just you look for another 5%.
Okay, your next one on your list is Amazon.
I keep buying this one. It's like
Is there ever a bad time to buy Amazon?
No, absolutely not.
And what do I do when I'm in doubt?
You buy Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And you continue to buy it because it's been a Super All-Star and it's one of the big brokerages best bet for 2022.
Really?
I forget which one, but it's tremendous company, tremendous. You can't say enough about Amazon. So
Yeah, and it looks like right now is a good entry position.
it's always a good time to buy Amazon.
Hmm.
But probably when it hits 4,000, I think it'll finally split 10 to 1.
Really?
Yeah, finally, I think it'll split.
Are they not going to do a Berkshire Hathaway on this guy?
I don't think so. 4,000 is enough. What are we doing today? We off a little bit
Oh, on the overall.
on
Um,
price right now.
it's hard for me to see the
It's
chart.
up on top. Up on top, it tells you the price on top.
No, I'm on full screen, so it won't. I could look it up. SPY.
What are you looking at?
Oh, I was just
What?
going to take one of the, you said to go on top, but what I'm saying is that I'm on full screen, so I don't get the all the indexes. Well, I could just do this. Give me a sec.
You can't see what Amazon is selling at right now?
Oh, Amazon. You're talking about? I thought you were talking about the indexes. Oh, sorry.
No, Amazon.
See, now I know why you have such a tough job doing this show.
Well, I'm also a
There
little
you go.
deaf, so I don't hear you half the time.
Am I mumbling? Well, that's the
No,
audience. Right
it's
now,
not.
the price. Right now,
I
it's
told you we're up a little.
we just as I spoke, we went down 85 cents.
All right, so it's flat on the day.
Yeah,
That's fine.
exactly.
We'll soon be at new all-time highs.
Yep, from your
Did
mouth to
it
God's ear, Dr.
did
J.
it break? Did it break 3,600 today?
Did it break 3,600 today? Let's see. It did. 36.21.
Okay, we're moving. We're moving.
Yes, we are.
Amazon
Yes,
is
we are.
Amazon, Apple, Google. They've been anchoring the entire market. Look, the IWM had one little try at glory and failed.
Right. Well, are you going to call it a failure, or are you just going to call it a breather?
Well, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, neither am I. I'm with you.
I think the
That was a
bull
very
market will not end officially until the IWM outperforms all the other indices. So that's
well.
the good news. The good news is that I don't think the bull market is over or anywhere close to being over.
So you're saying right while the IWM is not reflective of the jubilance, but why wouldn't it go the other way, where the doldrums of the IWM pull down the other indexes?
It's not that. It's
It's
just
not.
that. It's just that, as I remember, usually it's the IWM all the way down to penny stocks that go crazy before a bull market ends. And
Ah,
we haven't reached that stage.
we haven't reached that. I got you.
We haven't reached that level of
That
euphoria.
frothiness.
That level of
I
euphoria.
see. That stands to reason. All right. Now the next on your list is athx, and then there's BCRX. I know we're running out of time, but
Well, we can just talk about them then.
yeah. What was the good news on BCRX that put it to just a crappy price instead of a very
I
crappy
don't
price?
even know. I don't know, but I held every share. I'm holding firm. And my goal is still not my goal. My target is still $21 a share by mid 2022. I think that will be the number.
Okay, I'm just
So
that one. I'm going to put on.
one bad
It's
quarter,
one of our favorites.
one bad quarter is not the nail in the coffin on bcrx. And it
Okay.
wasn't even that. It
And
wasn't
I'm
even
with
that.
you. I'm not bailing at all.
It wasn't even that bad a quarter. It just didn't beat. So I'm not at all upset.
Yeah, I guess I should be averaging down in here
Yeah.
since I have the same optimism that you do.
Yeah.
Is there anything worth saying about Novavax? Because I know that's another one that's been
Well,
behaving very,
you know,
very erratic.
I have it on my list. The reason I put it
Yeah.
on my list is that they're expecting approval, EMA approval, shortly, and they're ready to sell. I think they already have vaccines in Poland, so they're moving. This company, I think, is going to make a move.
Yeah, just a very, very erratic last 2 months. Very erratic.
Yes, I think we've righted the ship with Novavax. I think.
Yeah, no, I know Mantis is still very bullish on this.
So yeah, I'm more bullish on this than I am on Moderna, but and maybe probably even Pfizer. I'm short term bullish on this.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know about long term, but short term bullish.
Yeah, so the price is about 200 now. Okay. I mean, even if it comes back up to these frothy levels, that's 25% gain.
It's been a very nice move off the bottom, right? Off the recent
You know, off the
bottom.
bottom, certainly. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Almost to 50%.
Yeah, so I mean, we're moving in the right direction. I expect continued movement up on Novavax.
Yeah,
At
so
least,
anybody who's been like
again,
dollar averaging is probably very happy.
at least in the short term, I did not sell my Novavax. I did sell my Moderna.
Do you have some of this?
I have some Novavax, yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, good on you because you're right. I think you're in good shape with this.
I got rid of Moderna for a small tax write-off or a big tax write-off.
All right. It came back. It came back a bit.
However you want to look at it.
Right. It was like it was in the 330s. Then it went down to the 240s. Now it's about the 270s.
I sold yesterday, I don't know for what, 275, 78.
Yeah. Okay. You probably got a decent price then.
Probably compared to where it is today, right?
Oh yeah. Today it's not doing so great.
Yeah.
I don't think. It might be in here. I don't know if it is.
It's very difficult for me to see the actual numbers because I'm on my phone, but I can see the
Yeah.
chart.
No, I know it's very difficult.
I can see the chart. It looks red. It looks like the movement today is red.
All right. I'll do. You have two more. But so we could actually get through your whole list.
Okay,
Here's
good.
Walmart.
Walmart, I added while I was selling a lot of names. I actually added to my Walmart yesterday, and the day before I've been adding. I think Walmart is undervalued stock. It will close the gap. You see that gap? That will be closed.
Yeah, right here.
I don't know if it closed it already. I don't think
It's
so.
almost closing.
Close.
It's almost closing that gap now. I mean, this should be this. I mean, all along this should be, you know, this should be well above 150 in my opinion. But
I agree. I think this stock is.
if you go back even for the longest time,
I'm not contemplating selling this till 175. That would seem to be it.
Once I start seeing those numbers, I might just stay with it because this is a long term. This is a long term hold, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what would be the catalyst.
I can't see. What are we trading at now? 146? I can't see. I might continue to add. I'm just into buying it lately.
So yeah, so I mean, the funny thing is, if it does hit 175, that will be new orders for at least for a long period.
It seems like a reasonable target to me,
Because
175, let's say,
looking
for
over here,
20, for
all-time highs
2020,
on anything.
for 2022. In 2022, bull market will continue and Walmart will hit 175.
All right, there you go. There
And
you
you get
go.
a small dividend as well.
Doug Farnell says he assumes that the BCRX news was Royalty Pharma acquiring additional royalty interests in BCX 9930 for 300
Okay.
million, 350 million. Yeah, you're right. I mean, because it's a real company and it's got really good products, so no
And
reason not to.
really good scientists as well.
All right, so I'm going to do the last one
And
on your list just so that we
also
can say we went
one
through it.
more comment. I would say John
Yeah.
Stonehouse is a really good CEO. So you have a really professional staff running BCRX. That counts for something.
All right, so this was the last one on your list, so that we could say we've at least talked about everything. Oh, this is too far. This is Northwest.
Yeah,
Northwest Bio.
it's been a falling knife lately.
Yeah, it really has.
Now the thing is why? I guess the lockup has been going on over a year, ridiculously long. So when are we going to see data on this? That's the question. And is it worth playing at this point, or do you just rule it out because of the unusual circumstances around it? I believe the endpoints were modified in agreement with the FDA, which might make it more reasonable for them to hit that. So I don't know. I don't know. My feelings are at some point it's worth gambling on it. What's the price at now?
79 cents now. The
Can
most
you do
recent high was about
can you
50.
do the 3 week the weekly?
Sure.
Can you
That's funny. Yeah,
can,
no, I'm
can you
overcorrect.
yeah, let's see how far back do you have to go?
This goes to
Wow.
September. Right now, I'm at September 2021. So about a year and a half.
Wow. It looks like a reasonable level to get in at right about now.
If I
If you
see
want
a
to,
couple of greenies over here, then I'd say that it had your nibble
I
sign,
mean,
but it's not. It's not there yet.
when you see a falling knife like this, you can't go in big. You have to go in small and continue to nibble until the
Right, but you have to wait
turnaround.
for at least some signs that it's not continuing to fall, like a
Right.
couple of little greenies there.
Yeah. What you do now, if you want to nibble, is you nibble like a bookmark. You know, you put something in to know that you
All right,
have.
just so you know to keep looking at it.
Yeah.
Right,
Exactly.
very good point.
Just a bookmark.
Yeah, because this level here. It's the middle of this candle way back here.
There's so much mystery around this stock.
Over a year, about a year ago. Yeah.
Over a year in lockdown, whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Albo,
Do we have any
Trillion,
fans of this? Eisen and Money seems to be a fan of this one.
Look, Trillion Reasons is making me feel bad. Albo, bullish engulfing candle, bounce off lower channel yesterday, reversal following through now. Probably because I got sick and tired of it and sold it yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, it's up 13 whole cents. Yeah,
Okay,
we've been waiting that. We've been waiting for that plus 30.
Trillion Reasons. I will take your word for it. I believe there's an engulfing candle forming today, and it'll probably follow up with a strong move up. But I had enough of it. I just had my belly full of Albo. I'll move into other things. I wish all those holding elbow well, especially our boy Arjun and our
Right.
viewers. But I'm out. I take my tax loss. Maybe if it hasn't run too much, I'll consider getting back in 30 days from now.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It's, and even if you don't, I mean, if there's anything that happens that gives you reason, you don't have to worry about those wash rules that much.
I don't think. I think we should stop here because it's at an hour. And I want to wish
Yeah.
all our viewers
Very
a
good.
wonderful Turkey Day and all the best trading for the rest of the year. We appreciate all our viewers. We're grateful to all our viewers. It's been a fun show to put on for you guys, and without you guys, it would be nothing. So if Professor Spike and
Great.
I did this in a vacuum, it would be meaningless. You're what makes it interesting. The Jigglypuffs of the world, the Trillion Reasons, the Dan Hayes, the Lindas, the Jackies, all of you. I mean,
Yeah.
Patrick, it's really great to have a bunch of regulars. And Professor Spike and I are most grateful. I'm going to put that on my gratitude list for tomorrow.
Okay. Good idea.
Have a
I'll do
great
that too.
Thanksgiving. Bye, everybody. Bye, Professor
Goodbye.
Spike.
Bye bye.